I've been on this platform for 4.5 years. And yesterday's call that Javon did, I haven't heard the play explained in such simplicity. That was the simplest explanation of how this business is supposed to work I've ever heard. And if you missed it, you missed it. You need to catch that recording. And you don't need to just watch it once, you need to watch it over and over again because it was done in such simplicity, so practical, right? A lot of times when it comes to success, we can get philosophical. Yesterday was very literal. Like if you want the play, the blueprint, it was given yesterday. So you need to hear that. And again, once again, amazing job by Jasmina on the morning motivation yesterday. I'm telling you, the thing was powerful. Again, if you missed it, you missed it, right? But she said something that inspired this morning motivation. I threw what I was going to talk about in the trash, and I took that one nugget and I said, I gotta talk about that. I gotta talk about that. She said something so powerful. It was 4 words. No more 0 days. Oh my God. See, you need the correct perception of progression. And it really can be summed up in those 4 words. No more 0 days. And every single person under my voice knows what I'm talking about. All of you do. How many days go by that you feel like at the end of the day, dang, man, I could have did more. Or I didn't do anything to move my business forward. I mean, it's really that simple, right? Because like I always say, when you do the work, right? If you gave a presentation, right? Or invited to a presentation, or people came to a presentation that you invited and nobody joined, that's progression because you're getting better doing the activities. It's all about the activity. And as you become more proficient, the results will come. But if you're not doing the small things, the things that you think, oh, I'll just get it done tomorrow, right? My mother used to tell me, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. And some of the team members know this. Somebody will hit me up, hey, listen, let's do it tomorrow. I'm like, no, let's do it today. Let's do it right now, right? Because there's no better time than right now. Right now is all you have. And when you really fully raise your awareness to that point, the cumulative effort will get you the results. Watch this, so simple. Prospecting 2 to 5 people a day. How many people really do that? I mean, just 2 people a day. See, the correct perception of progress is doing those small activities that create the traction that you're looking for in your business. 1 to 2 people, right? No more 0 days. You need to write that so big. And you're going to hear me say those 4 words literally for the rest of the time that I'm here. No more 0 days. What I want you guys to understand when building this business, no, not coughing today. No more 0 days. What you got to understand when building this business is you're looking for destiny partners. You're looking for destiny partners. That's what you're looking for. When Javon talked about making the interruption, making the connection, that's so critical, right? Casting vision. Are you having meaningful conversations? That's all I mean when I used to say, have meaningful conversations every day. That's what I'm talking about. when you're talking to people, find out what their pain is. What's the pain in your life right now? What are you looking to change in your life right now? If things could be a little bit easier, what would you want it to be? These are questions that you could ask people like, what's going on? Like probing questions. How many kids do you have? Oh, what age are they? What grade are they in? How are they doing? Right? What are their goals? What are their dreams? Right? What's going on in your life right now? And really mean it. Because when people answer these questions, they're they're literally telling you how to close them. Or not even close, because that might be too aggressive of a word, but they're telling you how to help them. They're telling you how to provide the solution. I Am Mastery Academy is a solution, y'all. Not only is it a solution for you and your dreams, your goals, it's a solution for whoever you're talking to. And this has everything to do with the correct perception of progression, right? Because I'll never forget the call David did with a chairman from overseas, England or Europe somewhere. And he asked him, he said, and the dude was like a chairman 50 or a chairman 100, making $50,000 to $100,000 a month. And David asked him, he said, I need you to answer this honestly. He said, we didn't talk before this, right? I didn't talk to you before this. He called him randomly up on the Zoom. He said, tell me how many people out of all the people in your organization, thousands of people in your organization, tell me how many people do exactly what you do on a daily basis. How many times have you duplicated yourself effectively? And he said, just to be clear, you want to know how many people in my organization do exactly what I do, right? He said, yeah. He said, two people. He said, is it safe to say that those two people make up for 90% of your organization? He said, yes. Two people. Essentially, what I'm telling you is, when you find destiny partners, they're willing to go all the way with you. Two people made up 90% of his organization that's making him $50,000 to $100,000 a month. So you see, Riyad Jones put it like this, right? We help everybody, right? We help everybody, we serve everybody, but not everybody gets access, right? Because everybody doesn't have the same level of commitment to their goals and their dreams. You just got to make sure you have the correct level of commitment to your goals and your dreams. You're looking for destiny partners. Making money from a cell phone, making money while you sleep makes sense to me. I will never stop doing that. And you're looking for people who can make that same conscious, cognitive, simple decision. I'm never going to stop doing this. And this makes sense to help other people make that same decision. And if you're not careful, right, what you'll do is you'll be looking at what is happening or what isn't happening in your business on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. Wrong perception. You don't even need to be looking at what is happening in your business. You don't need to be looking at what isn't happening in your business. What you need to be focused on is your vision. And if you stay focused on your reason why you're doing it, the results will come. When the results are coming, you still stay in phase one. Do the same exact things that got you to where you got. And when the results look like they're not coming, you got to understand I'm still making progress because I'm consistent in my effort. I'm still making progress because I'm consistent in my effort. It's so important to have the correct lens about what we do. I wrote this down. Violent faith is required in order to break through. Violent faith, I love that, is required in order to break through. Right? There's a scripture. Excuse me. Matthew chapter 11, verse 12. Right? Uh-oh. One second. All right. So, violent faith. There's a scripture. Matthew chapter 11, verse 12. Right? It says, the kingdom, pulling it up, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. The violent take it by force. The violent take it by force. What does that mean? Have you ever, everybody has, there is a water drip. Okay? A water drip. And if a water drip hits the same exact spot, let's say on a brick, okay? And that drip is a slow drip. That drip is a slow drip. Drip, 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 drip. And it hits that brick in the same spot over and over and over again. Eventually, over time, that slow drip will break the brick in half. Drip, drip, drip. Same drip, slow drip. It will break the brick in half. That's a picture of violent faith. Right? That's a picture of violent faith. Consistently doing the same thing over and over and over again, no matter what. 4.5 years, presentation after presentation after presentation. Recruiting, people joining, people leaving, people committed to their goals, people giving up on their goals, right? People who said this was, the Holy Spirit told me this was the thing, this is it. And then a year later, they're gone, right? I mean, all kinds of people making commitments and then breaking commitments. Same thing over and over again. over and over again. Violent faith is required in order to what? Break through. Break through. Break through. Something has to happen from your consistent effort. Something has to happen. Applying that same pressure over and over and over again, no matter what, that pressure has to produce a result. This whole thing is about energy. And the correct perception of progress, right? I want y'all to understand. Understand this. You think hitting Chairman 10 is about the money. I get it. A lot of people think that hitting Chairman 10 is about the money. But the most satisfying thing about hitting Chairman 10, hitting Chairman 25, hitting Chairman 50, hitting Chairman 100, the most satisfying thing is the person you become in the process. The growth. The person you become in the process. I said this before. I got a revelation years ago when I started, when I hit $2,000 a month outside of a job. It hit me that for the rest of my life, I'll know how to hit $10,000 or $2,000 a month outside of a job. For the rest of my life, no matter what happens, I know how to hit $2,000 a month outside of a job. And then I hit $5,000 a month. For the rest of my life, outside of a job, I'll know how to hit $5,000 a month. I hit a $30,000 a month. For the rest of my life, outside of a job, I'll know how to make $30,000 in a month. I hit $40,000 in a month outside of a job. For the rest of my life, I'll know how to do $40,000 in a month outside of my job. See, because the money is great. The knowledge, the wisdom, the know-how, that stays with you forever. See, the correct perception of progression, if you got the correct lens on, if you're looking at what you're doing through the right perception, you'll get addicted to growth. You'll get addicted to these trainings. You'll get addicted to these calls. You'll get addicted to the information. You'll get addicted to applying what you learn. You'll get addicted to attending the events. You'll get addicted to the lifestyle that creates the lifestyle. And I honestly think, I don't know him, but I know that Jalen Goss, that people like Bryce Thompson, Brandon Thompson, people like D.L. Woods, people like Riyad Jones and Sidney Jones, I know there was a moment where they realized, wait a minute, I'm in total control of what happens in my business. I'm in total control, traders, in what happens in my trade account. And when you embrace that total control, like literally nothing can stop you, the results have to show up. This is good. The results are the end result. Y'all do understand that, right? It's the end result. So if you're looking for the results, but skipping the thing that you need to become addicted to, if you're skipping the process, looking for the results, maybe that's why the results aren't coming. Because you're looking at the wrong thing. The results is the end. There's some things that have to happen, some processes, some things that you got to go through, some things that you have to experience before the results show up. You're in the middle of your experience process. You're gaining the wisdom, the knowledge, the know-how. Okay, I'm learning what to say and what not to say. I'm learning how to conduct a conversation. Because honest to God, y'all, that's all we're doing. Do you understand we get paid to talk? To just have a conversation. Influence. And it's all about how you carry yourself. Who are you becoming in the process? Are you scared to talk to people? Oh my God. Talk to people? Like, really think about that. Are you scared to have a conversation with somebody? Break through. You got to break through into the person that you need to be for the progression to happen. And that only comes through consistency. You can't, oh, so good. You can't be hot and cold, y'all. You can't be on fire today and cold tomorrow. I wrote this down. What you got to learn how to do, you got to learn how to put your feelings down and pick your feelings up. You got to learn how to put your feelings down and pick your feelings up. And those are two separate things. Learn how to put your feelings down. How many of y'all have had conversations with people in everyday life, friends, family? I just feel like it's not happening for me. I feel like it's so hard and I just don't feel like it today. And I feel this and I feel that. Let me tell you something. When you want to be successful, those type of feelings don't matter. Those type of feelings are the ones you need to put down. You said you wanted Chairman 10. You said you want to retire from your job. You said you want to be able to live life on your terms. Those feelings, I don't feel like it today. Yeah, you got to put those down. You got to get rid of those. See, this is the red talk coming out a little bit. You got to put those things those feelings, get rid of them. I don't feel like it should never come out your mouth ever again. Because remember, this is a business. If you had a brick and mortar business, a bakery, and you spent $150,000 into that business, would how you feel in the morning matter? Or would that bakery be open at 8 o'clock in the morning like it says on the window? That bakery would be open at 8 o'clock in the morning, period. No ifs, ands, or buts, because that's what's on the window. That's the hours of operation. That's how you're going to make money. You got to do it. How you feel in the morning don't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, right? Who was that? Millie Mills during the Believe Nation event? What did she say? Wake up feeling good. See, this is the part where you got to pick your feelings up. Pick these feelings up. Set your feelings like a temperature, like a thermostat. Set your feelings. Feel good. Feel happy. Feel grateful. Like learn how, shout out to Peace. Shout out to Paris Simmons. Learn how to respond to things that happen in life. Not react. Respond. Something happens in life, pause. Process. And respond with the right emotion. Happiness, gratefulness. Find the silver lining. Find something to be happy for and grateful for in that moment, even in the most turbulent times in your life. That's how David was still able to do the event when his sister just passed. Because it's commitment, it's leadership, this is a very hard time in my life, but my business has to be open. because I made that commitment long ago. I told everybody this weekend, July 23rd, 24th, and 25th, in Orlando, Florida, this is what's happening, no matter what's going on. See, that's how you got to get now in your life. No matter what's going on, I'm going to prospect 2 to 5 people a day. No matter what's going on, I'm going to do my 4 to 6 presentations a week. No matter what's going on, I'm going to do the activities that lead to the lifestyle. See, this is the correct perception of progression. You can't progress without the work. You can't progress without the process. You can't progress without the process. And the process can't get skipped when you don't feel like it. Your feelings those feelings don't have nothing to do with it. You got to learn how to put those feelings down and pick the correct feelings up every single day. And this is for the traders too. For the traders too. Every trade is an individual action. The trade you're taking today has nothing to do with the results of the trade you took yesterday. It's a separate investment. And the example that I give on the calls is, if we doing real estate and you got a building, apartment building, prime real estate, right? Price is right. And you want to invest in that building, you know you should, but you're scared because of the bad apartment deal that happened 3 years ago. You took a loss on that deal, and now you're fearful because of this deal that's right in front of you, and you pass up on that apartment building. And then over the next 3 years, the value of that apartment building goes up $3 million. But because you were scared of what happened before, you didn't make the investment. See, every trade is independent of each other. What happened before, the winning streak you're on, don't matter. The losing streak you might be on, doesn't matter. Every trade is independent of each other. The correct perception of progression. It's all energy. That's it, Javon. Doesn't meet the requirements of your strategy. That's it. That's it. See, I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna end it talking to the traders. And I've been on this all week. I've seen people who are no longer here, by the way, pick up the clue. I've seen people who have had $500 trading days feel like they're not doing well. It's not working. It's okay. It's only $500. Really? Only $500. Really? See, if you have the incorrect perception of trading, you won't appreciate the progress you're making. So inundated, so focused on $1,000 days that you can't appreciate the $500 day. Not understanding that on your job, when's the last time that you made $500 in a day doing what you're doing? You got to fall in love with your $20 days. You got to fall in love with your $75 day. Because trading is about progression. It's about compound interest. Compound interest. The $75 trade today will be $750 4 months from now, 5 months from now, if you fall in love with those $75 days. If you fall in love with your take profit. Let me just stay in a little while longer. I could get a few more pips out of this. Wrong perception. Take profit. See, if you behave in the market with the scarcity mentality, there's two things you will always say when you're trading. When you take profit, oh, I should have stayed in longer. Incorrect perception. The second incorrect perception that you'll say, dang, I missed my trade. I missed my entry. See, that's a scarcity mentality. There's an abundance of trades every single day. There's no such thing as missing a trade. There's no such thing as I should have stayed in. Why are you focused on money that's not yours? Focus on the money that you made. Right? See, everything has a season. Everything has a season. There's a season in time in your trade account when it's just all about take profit. It's just all about growing the account. Come on, Javon. Trading in the zone. There's a season and a time. Right? There's a time that will come where you'll take a trade and you'll be in it 21 days, 30 days. And those 21 to 30 days will make you 5 or 6 figures. There's a season and a time for that. It's not right now. Right now it's all about compounding. Because in a day in the future, I did this yesterday. At some point in the future, when you have a $50,000 account, 5% of that, right? 5% of 50,000 is $2,500. Watch this. You're not growing your trade account to withdraw $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You know why you're growing that trade account? So when you withdraw 5% of that account, it can take care of all your living and all your expenses and some. And you can take 1 to 2 trades and have the money you withdrew right back in your account. At that point, you're free. You're free. Now, when you double the account, you can make that $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 withdrawal. Because you'll be at the point where that 5% withdrawal is 1 trade for you. The correct perception of progress. But in order to have the $50,000 account right now, you got to fall in love with the $25 day, the $50 day, the $100 day, the $150, the $500 day. You got to fall in love with that. And you have to have the correct lens on when it happens. I'm so grateful I have this skill. I'm so grateful. There was a time in my life, y'all, where I had to look through my couch to go to the store. Somebody don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. There was a time in my life where I was trying to make it to the next paycheck. It was some time in between. And I had to get to the store. And I'm looking for change in my couch. Going through my pockets. Did I leave a $5 bill somewhere? Oh my God. Did I leave it? Come on. I wish somebody could hear me right now. There was a time in my life where if I needed money, I had to come up with some type of plan. All right, I'm gonna sell the TV. I'm gonna pawn this thing. I can get it back in like 3 weeks. Come on, Coinstar, come through, Coinstar. The change bucket, come through, Coinstar. The change bucket. Come on. Somebody know what I'm talking about. And you got the nerve to be ungrateful for the $25 trade that you pushed a button from your phone and you can withdraw that money and touch it in less than 6 hours with a Bitcoin withdrawal? Look at where you are. You're progressing. You're in the midst of your progress. It hits different when you got the correct perception. This thing is worth the effort. It's worth the effort to learn the trade. It's worth the effort to learn how to build a residual income of 5, 6, 7 figures a month. It's worth the effort. But you got to get addicted to the process that creates the progress. You got to get addicted to the process that creates the progress. Get addicted to talking to people. Fall in love with people, y'all. You're going to get hurt. If you want to be a leader, you're going to get hurt. People going to hurt your feelings. People going to say stuff about you, right? Bryce Thompson tells stories all the time. Dudes that slept on his couch, helped him. He was already where he was at. Dudes that he didn't need anything from them, slept on his couch, built the business with them, dropped people into their organization, left his organization, started talking about it. It's the nature of the business. Make sure you want chairman now, because you still got to love people. Still got to love people. People going to lie to you, right? People going to tell you all the way, chairman 750, we're going all the way. And then they're going to quit, right? It's all a part of it. But you will find the few who will attach themselves to you and never let go. Thank God for Paris Simmons. Thank God for Javon Hutchinson. Thank God for Jasmina Hollins. Thank God for Amber Jewell. Thank God for Destiny. Thank God for Bev. Thank God for Andre. Thank God. Thank God for Yolanda. Thank God for Miss Francis. Thank God for Christian Thomas. Thank God for so many. Miss Wanda. Thank God for Jordan, right? Thank God. You'll find them. Apply that violent faith. Apply that consistency. Get addicted to the process. And I promise you that progress is here. It's coming. It's coming and it's here at the same time. Right? That's all I got for y'all. It's on you, Javon.
Let's